So we're going to look at a little bit of fencing, basic principles. So this thing behind us, this is very important. This is called a box strainer. So this structure here, you've got the two heavy strainers, strainer there, and then the other strainers come the other end there, and then the pole, horizontal pole middle, and then the diagonal stay wire. So that structure is basically like an anchor at the end of the fence. There's one each end of the fence line, end of the pull. So it could be 100 meters apart, for example. It could be 200 meters or even more. Depends what the length of the pull is. But that structure is basically like the anchor, which holds the tension on the netting. So we tie the netting to that post there, for example, and the netting is pulled that way to tension. So you can sort of imagine how it works, that the force is wanting to pull that pole at the top that way, but it can't move that post. That post is driven in the ground nice and deep because the stay wire there is anchored to the bottom of the strainer down there. So the whole thing, this whole rectangle can't move out of square. And the proportions of this rectangle are really important. It really wants to be about sort of 4 meters long, so ideally twice the length of that pole wants to be twice the height of the fence that you're doing. So with deer fencing, approximately 4 meters. So these are big strainers. They're driven in about 5 foot in the ground. They're 3.6s each end, and the netting is tied off on that end with a special knot. You'll probably wonder what the rails are. So we never hang a gate on a box strainer, because the box strainer is there to kind of take the tension of the netting, not to hang a gate. And sometimes hanging a gate on a box, one or the other, either the tension on the netting or the gate will adversely affect the box strainer. So there's a little rail section which allows, over time, sometimes you can see it, if the gate post moves a little bit, the rails actually, where they're only just nailed on, you can see the posts moving independently of each other. One will twist if it's, depending on how the gate's hung, for example. It allows them to move without pulling the box strainer and your fence over. So that's why we do that. So the fence being pulled over sort of my shoulder that way, and then it may well be in that fence line there's a number of term posts, which may be strutted or unstrutted, which we'll have a look at in a second.